Check, check, check 1 2. Check. Jeez. Alright, try this again. Okay, seems like I have sound now. I don't know why it did that.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission: to explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations.
Nice.
To
Sound is
boldly
back.
go where no man has
Let's see
gone
if this will
before.
work now.
Demon World.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the galaxy holds many surprises. To be prepared, we are conducting a mock battle with the USS Republic.
Captain Patterson reports the Republic.
Alright, so on the last live stream, we started that old Devil Moon. What the frick? Okay. What? Hi, Michael and Craig. Good to see you in the chat. So,
Our orders are to proceed to Alpha Proxima, sir.
So, we started this mission on the last live stream, and I think there's one more mission and one more space battle after this. I had to look
Alpha
up.
Proxima, star system with 5 planets. Alpha Proxima 3, Proxtra, and Alpha Proxima Thar, Gazelle are both inhabited worlds.
Proxtra.
Proxtra, the 3rd planet in the Alpha Proxima system. This Class M planet is widely habitable except for zones of extreme radioactivity on the southern continent. About 1,000
It's
years
DOS.
ago, the 2 dominant
So,
medical systems, the Lucars and the Sox,
I don't think,
engaged in a nuclear war that resulted in the deaths of 3/4 of the world's population.
it should run on, anything DOSBox will run on. Like, I've played Fallout 1 on Android and Magic DOSBox. But, I'm not sure if it was for consoles also or not. But, in this day and age, I'm pretty sure DOSBox will run on just about anything. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know it runs on Android, DOSBox anyway. Did I already look up Proxtra? I got...
Proxtra,
at
third
Paul
planet
S.
in the Alpha
or
Proxima system.
Pat S.
This Class M planet is widely habitable except for zones of extreme radioactivity on the southern continent. About 1,000 years ago, the two dominant political systems, the Lucres and the Sophs, engaged in a nuclear war that resulted in the deaths of 3/4 of the world's population through direct or collateral damage. Proxtray's current civilization is non-spacefaring and does not have contact with the Federation.
Okay, so let's look up Lucers.
Lucres, one of the two ancient cultures of Proxtray, see Sophs. The Lucres believed that a man who made the most of his ability was a god. Their individualism put themselves at odds with the communitarianism of the Sophs. The Lucres used base 3. Their organization was based on units of 3, making up sets of 99. The number 99 was known to have religious importance to them.
And so there's where the number 99, the number 99 is going to be important later on. And so is the number 17. So let's look up Sophs on the computer.
Sophs, one of the two ancient races of Proxtray. They lived in
Except
a
for you have
highly
to-
advanced culture that valued the community ahead of the individual, which put them in conflict with the Lucres. The Sophs used base 4 in their mathematics, and their organization was based on units of 4 to make up sets of 100.
And Scythe.
Side, a large asteroid in an elliptical orbit in the Alpha Proxima system. Spectral analysis of its composition indicates that it has minimal atmosphere and that it was once a moon of the planet Proxtray, hurled out of its orbit by a catastrophe. The 17th letter of the Lucre alphabet is named Side, probably not by coincidence.
All right, so that the number 99 and 17 are going to be important, but they have to be converted from base 10 to base 3. And I would have never figured that out without a walkthrough. Now, after I checked out the walkthrough, I did Google search, base 10 to base 3, and punched the numbers in and came up with the right numbers. But I don't know how people would have figured that out back in 1992. So anyway, let's go to navigation and head to the Proxima system. See if Spock has any.
We are out of sensor range, Captain. I suggest we orbit the asteroid.
Well, let's do that then. Orbit the asteroid.
Entering standard orbit.
See what Spock has to say now.
A sensor scan of Psi reveals surface features consistent with damage left by a nuclear attack. It would seem to have been a target during Proxima's war.
Psi rained fury down on the planet and then left on a dance of victory. A missile base, Captain?
It would seem to make sense.
Captain, I just monitored a narrow beam message from Scythe to Proxima 3. I don't have it all. I just caught a bit of the initial burst. I'm attempting a translation, but it appears to be a computer code.
Any response from the planet?
The Proxtrites will not have the equipment necessary to understand and reply to that code for another 25.6 years at their present rate of development.
So in this story, we got a civilization that was ravaged by nuclear war a century or so ago, and there's still a active nuclear missile base on this asteroid getting ready to, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the transporter room.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott?
So let's
You
see
have
if
the
what we can do about this asteroid.
Captain, Mr. Scott wishes to speak with you.
Oh boy.
Mr. Scott?
Aye, we've had some slight problems with the transporters.
We didn't notice anything beaming down.
Just a glitch in the main transporter program. Mr. Kyle is loading a backup and we're performing tests. The transporters will be down for about an hour.
That will still give us plenty of time, Scotty.
I know. I have the lads in engineering doing a complete overhaul of the ship's systems.
Good, Mr. Scott. I'll keep you posted. Kirk out.
Well, so now we've got a computer virus also. So let's see here. let's check out. Let's use the tricorder and check some things out. What do we got
The
here?
rocks have a high quantity of triphosphorus silver in them.
Huh.
Large quantities of atmosphere are being circulated through these rocks. I would guess there are storage units within this satellite which are constantly replacing the atmosphere that is lost because of this moon's weak gravity.
Which means that this moon might still be inhabited, Mr. Spock.
We have detected no signs of life, Captain, but the possibility does exist.
Interesting. And
As expected, Captain, the source of power emanations lies beyond that door.
A power source that has lasted millennia and endured major catastrophes. That's fascinating, Mr. Spock.
Do you have Vulcan blood, Ensign?
No, sir.
all right, so we do want to get
You retrieve a rock.
some of this silver infused rocks. Yep. All right, so let's see here. Is there anything else? Go up to this door.
Captain, I'm afraid we've
What?
got a wee problem here.
What is it, Scotty?
There is some sort of virus in the main computer. Our phasers and tractor beams have been disabled, and there's no way we're getting them back in 3 hours.
There goes our backup plan. Do what you can, Mr. Scott.
Aye, I will, Captain. I may yet have a trick or two that I can pull, but don't count on any miracles.
Isolate that virus. That's your #1 priority.
That it is, Captain. We'll keep you informed. Scott out.
Well, we're using Linux in space now. I wonder when the Federation changed that and opened up themselves to these viruses. Anyway, use the tricorder some more.
The door still appears to be in operating condition.
All right, and we have,
Working display panel, Captain.
and
There is power running to the keypad.
all right. So let's have Spock operate the keypad. And here is what I would have never figured out without a walkthrough. Because the number you got to put in here is 99, but it has to be converted to base 3 instead of base 10. So 99 and base 3. I mean, I could have converted to binary, no problem, but base 3, what? 10200. So yeah, these old games were not easy. They were rough.
That worked. I see you deduced that 10200 in the Lucre's base 3 was equal to their sacred number 99.
And if you put the wrong number in, or even put 99 in, it just says it just tells you to use something religiously significant. So I had to use a walkthrough to figure that out. I would have never. So let's walk in here.
Report, Scotty. How are things going?
About as badly as a killed in a blast furnace, Captain. Wait a minute. Lieutenant Uhura has some news for you.
The virus came from our sensor sweep of the moon's computers. We believe we have analyzed the memory sectors it attacked.
Well done, Uhura.
I wish I could take credit for it. It was Mr. Kyle who found the pattern. We are attacking it with antivirus programs.
Computer science sounds more like medicine every day.
If we had a doctor as good with computers as you are with patients, we'd be having a lot fewer problems.
Finally, someone who appreciates me.
Keep working at it, Uhura. Kirk out.
I really like all the voice acting from the original actors on this too. Well, let's see what Spock has to say. Or if you...
My tricorder is picking up large supplies of frozen oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide beneath the surface, enough to last many centuries.
At
Interesting.
least we won't have to worry about suffocating.
All right, so back to the tricorder.
This door is similar to the one on the outside of the secure lock, except that it has not weathered over the years. Electrical panels indicate the keypad on the right controls the door.
All right, and what do we got here?
A computer terminal, Captain. It uses the Lucre alphabet. I think I can decipher it.
Well, you go ahead and do that, Spock.
The console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base. codename Scythe. This base has been operational for the past week. It has completed one successful fire mission. Estimation of success is at 22 over 100.
22%? That's very low. Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in base 3, 22 divided by 100 is equivalent to 8 out of 9, or 88%. I would think that quite satisfactory, given this base's probable mission of destroying the soft forces on Proxtree.
It says the base has been operational for a week, but this has been here for 1,000 years.
If the Lucres built this base with a clock that told the time by measuring the moon's rotational speed, or the gravitational forces generated by Proxtree and the sun, the computer may have calculated only a week of time has passed since its first action. I might be able to learn more with another look at the console. There is a substantial amount of data here, but in summary, Scythe was created by the Lucres as a launching platform for missiles to keep the Softs subjugated to their influence. The Softs managed to infiltrate the base. However, their actions triggered Scythe's auto-attack mechanisms and initiated a holocaust that nearly annihilated the planet. One soft strike did, in fact, hit the moon and deflected it from its orbit. It has been dormant since then.
So why has the base been activated again?
Given the damage to the moon, its slow rotation and orbit, it has never realized the war is over. On this pass, for the first time, it has detected radio wave transmissions from Proxtree. Because it does not recognize them, it assumes the Softs are still active. Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a god to the people down there. If we destroy it, we will violate the Prime Directive.
Spock is right, Bones. Spock, what are the chances that we could decode the transmission and send a stop code to the base?
In trinary or decimal?
Spock!
1.327 million to 1, provided the archaeological studies about Lucre's languages are correct. Our other option is to get into this base and see if we can bring the computers down.
So it is an automated nuclear missile base that sent the previous civilizations into the Stone Age, and thousands of years later, it's still active and going to do it again. And if we blast the moon, we violate the Prime Directive. Son bitch. So, let's see if we can get in here and stop this thing. Now, the code for this door is 17, but it's in base 3, so it's 122. I don't know how people figured that out in 1992. Holy cow, this was a hard game then. We could just...
If the Federation language studies were correct, the ideograph for the word Scythe in the Lucres language is the 17th symbol in their alphabet that corresponds with 122 in base 3.
Alright, so let's continue on into the moon base.
Captain, we have a cure for the computer virus.
Well done, Uhura.
I modified Control-C to exclusively attack the Lucre virus. They annihilated each other, Captain.
Fascinating, Lieutenant.
The Klingons aren't going to be happy to learn that they helped us. How about the phasers and tractor beams?
We may get the tractor beams online in time, Captain. I'm afraid even the backup phaser transmission codes were affected. We could destroy some missiles manually, but if this complex decides to launch more than 10 missiles at a time...
Understood. The ball is in our court. We'll give it our best shot. Kirk out.
So that's funny. They used Klingon computer language to attack the virus. Alright, back to Spock's tricorder. What do we got here?
This door is made from remarkably dense alloys. Even our most powerful phaser rifle or welder would not be able to penetrate it.
The thing must be almost as tough as a starship hull.
Indeed, Ensign, and considerably thinner. A remarkable achievement in metallurgical engineering.
And what do we have here?
This panel has a slot in it rather than a keypad. The slot bears traces of triphosphorate silver, and power is currently running to it. I am recording the pattern of this lock into my tricorder.
Alright, is there anything else here to look at?
Circuits and atmosphere pumps are hidden in the walls.
Alright, what about Any advice from Spock?
Please allow me to concentrate, Captain.
What about the red shirt here?
This machinery is incredible. Are all your landing missions this much fun? I might never leave this place.
What's McCoy have to say?
When I retire from Starfleet, I'm going to write one heck of an autobiography.
All right.
Fascinating, Doctor. I look forward to reading it.
All
So
right.
that way I can finally get someone to listen to me.
So we can't get through that door yet, so I guess we have to go into this next room.
Can't say I like the decor.
What
The
the heck?
Lookers did not leave behind many examples of their architecture.
I can see why.
Captain, with the 3K AG content of the surface rocks and the tricorder scan of the pattern inside the lock, I believe the laser drill can be used to fashion the ID card needed to open the sealed door in the other chamber.
Interesting. Well, let's get some tricorder readings on stuff.
The drill is unremarkable, except its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place.
Okay, so we can't move it. What's this?
These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional.
All right, what do we got here?
These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional.
Okay, what do we have here?
A storage box of some kind. I detect no dangerous substances.
Open the box. What's in it? Well, what do you grab? Let's see what we got. Aha, we got some wire.
A length of wire with some sort of connector at each end.
All right. So now let's No. Use Spock on this panel here. Is there anything else to use the tricorder on? I don't think so. Laser setting to 000, or laser setting to 10, laser setting to 100, or cancel. Alright, you could figure this out by trial and error, but let's go with 100 first.
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Huh?
These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional. Captain, nothing can be gained by trying to force it around. The drill is unremarkable, except its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place. Unlike the surface rocks, the ore here is unremarkable.
Well, what the heck? Let's try this again.
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
What the heck? It's frozen in place. Why doesn't
Spock, why don't you check out those laser drill controls?
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Well, it's frozen in place.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. Spock, why don't you check out those laser drill controls?
Well, I'm stuck again? Ah!
Spock, why don't you check out those laser drill controls?
Now let's try to set it to...
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Well, input the coordinates then. Alright, let's see what Spock has to say.
This technology is cruder and less efficient than the rest of the complex, Captain.
You get no response.
Unlike the surface rocks, the ore here is unremarkable.
Hey, DJ Ware. Huh. You gotta...
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
What the heck?
The drill is unremarkable, except its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place. The drill is unremarkable, except its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place. These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional. The mine shaft was drilled out of the lunar rock by a laser device similar to the one mounted in the ceiling. The mine shaft was drilled out of...
What about this one?
These are display panels. These are display panels.
Oh, wait a minute here.
These are display... The mine shaft was drilled out of the lunar rock.
So we can do that. And we can do that. So why can't we do choice 3?
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Well, how do we input the proper coordinates?
Captain, nothing can be gained by trying to force it around. Captain, nothing can be gained by trying to force it around. The mine shaft was drilled out of the lunar rock by a laser device similar to the one mounted in the ceiling.
Oh well, let's try this. We can go back outside and get another one, right? Nope. I'm stuck. Because you're supposed to be able to blast a template into this and input the rock there and make a card, but it's not letting me. It's not letting me do that. Weird. Anyone have any ideas? That's not powerful, so that works. So how do we get the thing to...
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
What the heck? So how do I input coordinates?
This technology is...
Why was I even brought down on this mission, Jim? I'm a doctor, not a welder.
Unlike the surface rocks, the ore here is unremarkable. Unlike the surface rocks, the ore here is unremarkable.
What else do we got?
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Well, I just might have to...
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Spock, why don't you check out those...
Why can't I...
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Well, what do I got to do to the machine?
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
I might have to check...
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
I might have to check a walkthrough again. What's this?
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
What do we get?
There is nothing at the moment for me to... There is nothing at the moment for me to do. There is nothing at the moment for me to...
Well, where would you input coordinates?
There is nothing at the moment for me to... There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Well, I'm
Spock,
stuck.
why don't you check out those...
Captain, the machine request...
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. Spock, why don't you check out those laser... There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Huh. Alright, let me try something else here. Can we blast it with the...
Don't you remember the Prime Directive, Captain?
That's a phaser, not a flashlight, Jim.
That action would be completely illogical, Captain.
That's a phaser, not a flashlight, Jim.
Well, heck. I'm stuck again.
That action would be completely illogical, Captain.
Alright, let's check the communicator.
Nothing new to report, Captain.
Alright. Well, heck. How do we fire the laser at 100 to make the template for the card? Alright. I'm going to have to look this up, I guess. I don't know what else to do. Check a walkthrough. And you're only going to see part of my screen, but yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. Yep. Right. I did that. And it's not letting me answer with 3. Well, heck. So I'm supposed to be able to pick 3. It's not letting me do that though. Let's because if I that's what I thought too. Use Spock and set the laser to 100.
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before...
And it doesn't let me do that. It won't let me select 100. It'll let me select 1. It'll let me select 10. But it won't let me set 100.
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
So, that is weird. Yeah, Michael Lillis, you're supposed to be able to... Well, heck. In the walkthrough I watched, there wasn't no problem with that. That stinks. Let's see, let's go back here, maybe... Whoops.
This panel has a slot in it rather than a keypad. The slot bears traces of triphosphorus silver, and power is
Ah, maybe I have to use the
I am recording
tricorder.
the pattern
I already
of
did
this
that.
lock into my tricorder. I used the keycard pattern scanned from the lock to program the drill. It should now be able to make a template of the
Okay.
keycard in the rock.
Didn't I do that before? Now it should work. It told me I can... Alright, so I don't know why it wasn't... I don't know why it wasn't doing... Why that didn't work before, because I had already scanned the lock in the previous room to get the template. But, okay. Now we can put the silver rock in the hole. That was just, I guess, a glitch. Alright, so now we can use Spock, and this time, whoops. And we have a card to get into the next room. Yeah, I don't know, because I had done that tricoder reading before, and I had used the tricoder on here, but maybe you just have to do it. You have to do it before you use the tricorder for something else, maybe? I'm not sure. But, okay, we got our key card now, finally. So, back this way. I still don't know why it didn't work, because I did scan this lock code into the tricorder. Okay, let's get in there. Use the card in the slot. Yay! Now what do we got?
This appears to be the brain of Psi.
Oh boy.
There are two identical but isolated computers that communicate with a third, which controls the launch of missiles.
Alright, let's look around first.
Missiles of death and destruction. The Lucre believed that you could never have enough of them.
Oh, look at all those nukes.
This computer controls the launch of missiles. It is directly controlled by the other computers. This computer is marked with the last letter of the Lucre alphabet.
Alright.
This computer is marked with the first letter of the Lucre alphabet. Missiles of death and destruction. The Lucre believed that you could never have enough of them.
Alright, let's see if the tricorder has anything to say.
This computer directly controls the missile launch system. There is no way to interface with it directly, but the other two computers are accessible. This computer is functional and performing an average 0.75 million operations per second.
Huh. And?
This computer is functional and performing an average 1.2 million operations per second.
Interesting. What does Spock think about that?
These warheads are not a very efficient delivery system, Captain.
Who needs efficiency when the end of the world is everywhere around here?
Curb your emotions, Doctor. They serve no constructive purpose here.
There's nothing constructive about this place, Spock. It's an obscenity.
Alright, I'm gonna save the game real quick.
Save new game.
No.
Replace previous game.
Do that. So this... Yep. Alright, so let's use Spock on this computer terminal.
Welcome to Psi Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.31 hours adjusted.
Let's use them on here.
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Alpha Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 3.21 hours adjusted.
Captain, something is wrong with the computers. They may be twins, but they are not identical.
It appears they are out of sync, Captain. I have to assume the Alpha unit has a virus, which is using up an incredible amount of computing time.
They report different optimum launch times, which is right.
Given the elliptical orbit and the range at which they will pass Proxtree, the Omega unit is correct, but the window is very narrow. A variation of minutes will mean the missiles run out of fuel and fall harmlessly into the sun.
Can you reprogram the Lucre's computer to give us that time, Mr. Spock?
Reprogramming an old alien computer is not simple, Captain. The odds against success are 10,221 to 1 against.
Too bad all Omega here couldn't just take a sick day and miss the firing.
Because the two machines are isolated, the virus did not spread from one to the other.
If we could only bridge them.
All right, so now it's like, now it seems like the Battlestar Galactica reboot. We got to network these computers to spread this Cylon virus to both of them. So I'm going to save the game again, and I'm going to call it Vengeance, so that on my next live stream we'll go ahead and see the beginning of the mission instead of starting after we've already got our mission briefing on it. So let me go ahead and do that real quick.
Save new game.
And Vengeance is the last mission. There's like one more mission and a space fight after this. So now, let's bridge those computers so the virus can spread to both of them. And I think that'll...
The connector snaps into place.
Alright. Bridged Battlestar Galactica style so the virus can spread to both computers. Alright, so let's see what this says now. Hopefully the...
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Alpha Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 3.21 hours adjusted.
And what do we got over here? Huh.
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.54 hours adjusted.
The launched missiles will run out of fuel before they reach Proxtree. They will drift into the sun and burn up.
All right. Mission accomplished.
Kirk to Enterprise, how are the transporters, Scotty?
They're operational again, Captain. We're ready to bring you back at any time.
Bring us home.
All right. So we'll go ahead and look at Vengeance. Maybe play with it a few minutes, but that'll be
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Proxima 3 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
all
I
right.
believe that Earth came so close to the brink itself.
Vulcans, too. Both, in the end, looked into the abyss and came to the only logical conclusion. Logic? Humans? I'm dreaming, Jim. Sometimes it is harder and braver to make peace rather than war.
Sounds like emotion had its part to play in a positive sense, too.
I don't know about you, but I'd like to bid an emotional goodbye to Alpha Proxima myself.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Spock.
All right. So the next live stream we'll start here, which is the last mission on this game.
Captain's log. We are arriving at the last known position of the USS Republic, which reported that it was under attack 12 hours ago.
Captain, the ship's sensors have picked up what appears to be a starship. Minimal life support, minimal engine power, and only 2 life forms, one on the bridge, the other in sick bay. Both appear to be gravely injured. It is the Republic.
Oh, look at that.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
I am preparing an information packet for Starfleet. Shall I send it or wait for you to return?
Send it now. If a hostile ship arrives, head immediately for Starbase 24. Wait until we get back. No sense skipping Starfleet. Send it now. If a hostile ship
send it now.
arrives...
And so anyway, I'll start the
My God, Jim, what kind of butcher would do something like this?
I don't know, boss. We're too far from the Klingon and Romulan borders for it to be one of their ships.
Enterprise to Captain Kirk.
Kirk here. What is it, Scotty?
We picked up a distress signal. It appears a trading vessel is having a wee bit of trouble with their warp drive. What condition is the Republic in?
It's a mess, Scotty. Life support's functioning, but that's about it.
I've done a primary scan of the Republic's systems. Main and auxiliary power is out. Life support is stable. I also read that communications are operable.
Should we beam you back, Captain?
Do the sensors read any other ships in the sector?
Besides the trade vessel, this sector is clear, sir.
Mr. Scott, we will continue here. Assist the trade ship and return here. If we need assistance, we'll contact you.
You sure you'll be all right, Captain?
Yes, Scotty, just don't take too long. Kirk out. Well, gentlemen, let's see if we can re-establish power.
Jim, don't forget, there's another survivor on board. We've got to find him.
Alright, so this is where I'll start the next live stream. And like I said, this is the last mission of this game. And there's a space battle after this that I think is still part of this mission, and then this game's finished. And then so my live streams after that, I'm going to finish, I'm going to pick Shadowrun Returns back up and finish that playthrough. Shadowrun Returns is a turn-based RPG cyberpunk style game, and my next videos I will be finishing up my Dark Forces 2 playthrough. I had got up to level 13 on Dark Forces 2, and I abandoned it for some reason. I'm not sure, I don't remember why, but so I'll go ahead and I'll get that playthrough completed as far as videos go. The next live stream will be this mission, and thanks for watching and showing up in the chat. Might as well have a look around, maybe go on for a few more minutes, get a preview of this. What do we got here?
This person is dead.
Oh, I gotta do this. Let's use the tricorder. Let's use McCoy's tricorder on them.
They're dead, Jim. All of them.
They're dead, Jim. All of them. Alright, what do we got here?
Tricorder readings indicate that the ship is running on minimal battery power. Only life support and essential systems are currently running.
Alright, let's see if we can get out off the bridge. What the heck? Oh, wow. That's cool. We've got a turbo lift panel. How do we use this? Can we just click here? Sick bay. Auxiliary control. Engineering. Alright, let's check out sick bay. Can we do that? Do we just click there? Alright. That's pretty neat.
This person's dead, Jim.
Another dead person. Spock's tricorder.
The debris is highly unstable, Captain. I recommend we try to find a support of some kind to secure the ceiling.
What the heck?
Nothing to report, Captain.
What do we have here?
One of the many battered corridors of the USS Republic. It has seen better days. Much better days.
Right.
One of the many battered corridors of...
Doesn't that look like a beam?
One of the many battered...
Let's see if we can grab that. What looks like a knockdown
You
beam.
failed to obtain anything.
Nope, we can't. Alright, let's see if we can go in the sick bay here. I think... Oh, wow.
I can't believe it. That's Brittany Murata. I knew her from my academy days. We studied alien history together.
Uh-oh.
She's suffering from severe trauma and internal bleeding. I'll see what I can do.
Do what you can, Bones. I need to find out what happened here.
She's in bad shape, Jim. I've tried to stabilize her, but it doesn't look good.
Alright, what about this one?
He's dead, Jim. I can't bring him back. She's in bad shape, Jim. I've tried to stabilize...
Alright, let's see if we can talk to her.
No, you won't get us.
Murata, what happened?
They said it was the Enterprise. They had visual confirmation.
What about the Enterprise?
You killed us, Jim. We were friends for you. I trusted you.
It wasn't the Enterprise, Murata.
There's nothing more I can do.
Well, that's interesting. So it would appear a fake Enterprise attacked.
This is an empty hypodermic injector. You pick up the empty hypodermic injector.
What else we got here?
This medical drill fires a microscopic phaser beam.
Yeah, might as well get that too.
You retrieve the medical drill.
Well, gentlemen, let's see if we can re-establish power.
What is this thing on the floor here?
One of the many battered corridors of the USS Republic.
Alright.
It has seen better days.
Can we, what happens if we come this way? Back into turbo lift. I don't think we can get here.
This turbo lift cannot reach that area of the ship.
Nope. Is that the bridge? Let's check out auxiliary control. Well, look at all this mess. Let's look around. Oh, hell, let's use the... Let's hear McCoy tell us this guy's dead.
This person's dead, Jim.
Alright.
This corridor leads to auxiliary control. It is a real mess.
Right? What do we have here?
This corridor leads to auxiliary control. It is a real mess.
What about this?
This corridor leads to auxiliary control.
Oh, come on.
It is a real mess.
Is this something?
This corridor leads to auxiliary control. The panel has been fastened shut with some kind of sealant.
Interesting.
The Starfleet engineers did their work well, Captain. A surprising amount of the ship is intact.
Too bad you can't say the same for the crew.
Well, there's a preview of the next mission. It's been almost an hour. I'm going to call this I'm Lost. And I'll figure this out. And live stream again sometime. I'll try to figure out a schedule. I think I'm going to try to stream every Sunday evening. I'm not sure at what time yet. But beyond that, I don't know. It's kind of hard because, like, the day before yesterday was cloudy, and yesterday it snowed, so I didn't have power yesterday. Well, not enough to run the computer anyway. So depending upon if the sun shines or not, it's kind of hard to keep a schedule. But thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, ring that notification bell. And on my next live stream, we'll finish this last mission on Starfleet, Star Trek 25th Anniversary. And then there's another game called Judgment Rights, which has 7 or 8 more the original series missions. It's very similar to this game. So I might pick that up at some point, but like I said, I'm going to finish the Shadowrun Returns walkthrough as far as live streams go next. And my next videos will be finishing the playthrough of Dark Forces 2. See you later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting it up in the chat. And let's get out of here. I'm going to have to play this mission and figure some things out. So, let's get out of here.
Yes, quit the game.
Have a good week, everybody. And, see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Yep.